Hi guys, how's it going? This is Bandit Stephanie or Stephanie, and today is Thursday, October 25th, 2012. Sorry that it's been so long that I've done a video, but I thought no better time than right now. Life has been pretty crazy. As many of you know, I work 3 jobs, I go to school, I just moved. So I've been a little MIA, and I apologize for that. But I thought it was more than necessary to come on and do this video right now. For those of you who have been following my updates on Facebook, I was faced with a slipped band this week. For those of you who want my background information, I was banded in March of 2011. Since then, I've lost over 190 pounds. I have had 2 plastic surgeries, and I love my band. It's worked great for me. I have had some issues along the way in terms of during my first plastic surgery, I aspirated because my band was too tight. So it was definitely necessary for the second time around to get my band emptied for my second plastic surgery. And kind of ever since then, I've had a little bit of issues with it being kind of tight. Had to get an unfill, and I was kind of to the point where I thought I had an empty band. And even then, I still felt like I had some restrictions. So, I was kind of just rolling with it. Like, I had my days like everybody else where I feel like I had no band. Most days I felt like I had restriction even with an empty band, or so what I thought was empty. So I'll get to the slipped band part. So last weekend, I was kind of experiencing some tightness, some cramping. Was able to eat Friday night, had a big salad, was fine. I had a death in the family, and I had a midterm to study for. So all of a sudden my life got pretty crazy and pretty stressful. So on Saturday I had eaten some food, and starting Sunday morning I was violently vomiting it up. And I had gotten to the point where I could not even keep liquids down. Now, to me, this did not feel any different than, when I've had a finicky band in the past. It just felt really tight, but by, about Monday or so, when I couldn't even keep water down, I almost just kind of knew, something was up. This is more than stress. This is more than just a PBing episode that is causing a finicky band. It was almost like I just knew. Finally called my surgeon on Tuesday morning. Told them I haven't been able to keep liquids down. Having a really tight band. Think I need to come to the ER. Can you let them know I'm coming? I need to get on an IV because I'm severely dehydrated. And we need to get an upper GI of this band. So I got to the ER, they were waiting for me, immediately put me on fluids, and took me right down to the x-ray room. They took a picture of my band as I was laying on the table, and they were pretty good with trying to communicate to me. They said, by this first picture, looks okay. I thought, okay, that's good, but like I said, in my mind, I knew something was wrong. So they had me do a barium swallow, and I got to watch the x-ray, and the barium just sat there in my pouch. It wouldn't go down. So went back to the ER, waited for my weight loss surgeon to come in, and he said, "Your biggest fear happened." I said, "I know." He said it was a pretty major slip at that, too. It wasn't, a minor slip. So this all happened on Tuesday. And so, he basically told me, he said, Stephanie, he said, I know what this band means to you. And he said, it kills me to have to be in this situation with you, because he said he has several Lapband patients who, you know, just would hope for a slip, would hope for a problem so they can have a revision surgery. But that for me, you know, this thing has worked so well for me, and my biggest fear was coming true. And so basically he said, well, you know, what we have to do is we have to go in there tonight. And you know, meanwhile it's like Tuesday night, like 6 o'clock. He said, I'm gonna do everything in my power to reposition it. He said, but you know, there's a good chance that once I get in there, we'd have to take it out. So I said, okay, I understand. He said, Stephanie, he said, you know, your safety is my number one concern. Keeping you skinny is number two. He said, whatever happens is going to happen, and we're going to get you through it. So from there, I, you know, signed away on the paper that I'd possibly be having a Lapband removal. And, you know, was taken into surgery Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. I, you know, was obviously really scared that I was going to aspirate, because I had that barium still in my stomach, and I knew it wasn't going down, and because of my previous problems with aspirating, I just, you know, of course that was a concern to me. So they had to stick a big tube down my throat and, you know, suck out all that barium that was in there. And, you know, 5 hours later, I was coming out of surgery to realize that I still had a band. And I'm so, so thankful for all your guys' prayers and thoughts. It's been a really, really tough week for me. And the fact that he was able to save my Lapband just meant a lot to me. So thank you guys all for your well wishes, and you know, I really just wanted to do this video because there's been a lot of questions, and I apologized really, really hard for me. But yeah, so luckily I'm not on here to tell you guys I'm unbanded Stephanie. I'm still banded Stephanie. So don't really know what caused the slip. Do know it was a bad slip. And he said based on the scar tissue, it likely has been slipping for a while. But he was able to reposition it, keep the same band in. And in his words exactly, he said he sutured the hell out of it. So it's unlikely that this will happen again. Keeping my fingers crossed. I know that this is one of the major, you know, issues, and I think it's everybody's greatest fear. But just know that, you know, it's part of it, and had it happened, had to happen where it would have gotten removed, I guess I could have gotten another one put in, but that would have brought a whole new issue of insurance and all that, and as it is, I don't really know what all that's going to entail. It's Thursday now and I'm home. I'm on liquids until I see him on Monday. My band's still pretty tight. I've obviously gained some weight. I think I went through 5 or 6 bags of fluid, IV fluid. I was severely dehydrated. They basically said my vitals, you know, I was in ketosis pretty much when I went in there. But I'm on the mend. 5 new laparoscopic scars on my stomach. After my lower body lift, kind of removed a couple of them. Just getting more battle scars. So I'm trying to keep positive. But thank you guys so much for all of the prayers. And just reminds me how thankful I am to have all you guys. And I'll be back shortly for another update. Hopefully a more happy update. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And thanks again. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye.